until 5 p.m. But how we're beginning the show is right here with a wireless battery-operated motion sensor LED spotlight. And if you're saying, well, wait a second, I already have a spotlight, I have a motion sensor, but is it wireless? Is it battery operated? Did you have to try to call an electrician and do the hard wiring? That is not necessary here. So you can put almost like a security spotlight virtually anywhere you want. And the price is only $29.98. The 32635, this I believe is one of our hot picks on the day today. So this is actually perfect timing for the holidays. Sean Pickford, one of our resident do-it-yourselfers, is joining us today. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm great. I love the idea of using the spotlight in a battery-operated form because there's so many of us that don't either have the know-how or an electrician or the money to call the electrician to be able to hardwire something. And even if it's just, you know, a spotlight to use around the holidays, I love having this.
Well, it's perfect because, as you said, you don't need to call the electrician. I'm a handy guy. I don't like electricity. That's one thing that's not my favorite. This is easy because we give you the mounting screws if you want to permanently mount it. We give you a mounting bracket if you want to put it on something.
Okay.
But you put it up in a matter of seconds. All you need is 4 C-cell batteries, and then you can set it wherever you want. Each of the 2 lights are independently moving and posable. So you get to point the light exactly where you need it.
Nice.
Little light sensor down here, you can have it set one of 2 ways. You can have it where it's motion censored when it's just dark out, or you can have it motion censored when it's light and dark out. Plus, you also get to adjust the lights how you want them. You want them in a safety mode like this, that they flash. So that if somebody walks into your yard in a spot that's really dark, they will flash. And you, again, set that for daytime or nighttime.
And that will really get your attention when you see the
definitely.
flash.
Or all you do is turn the dial back and I can turn them to regular spotlight lights.
Fabulous.
Now, these are great for all places around the yard. Could be in a tree, could be on your deck, could be on the fence, but you can also put these inside a shed, inside your garage, especially if you wired your house like I did and put the switch 22 feet inside the house to walk through the obstacle course.
Right. And you know what? We've got colors to talk about, and so we'll show them to you in a second, champagne, black, or white. But you could even mount it to a tree. I love that. Put it wherever it's convenient for you.
Yeah, because that bracket will extend up to 16 inches out. So you can put it, as you said, wherever it's convenient for you, where you normally wouldn't put a spotlight, especially if you had to run electricity to it.
And that's really what's so nice about this. I mean, look at that, being able to put it right onto a gate maybe that you have that's already existing, that you can't physically wire anyway, but you can make it a place where you want to have that spotlight. I mean, for that extra sense of security, it doesn't matter to me where you live. You know, I don't think it matters if you live even in an apartment or you want to have something that's out on your, like on your little deck that's outside, even if that's the only thing that belongs to you. You have a right to know if someone's out there.
Well, that's exactly it. And, you know, even in the shed right now, because it gets dark at 5 o'clock at night, we're more darkness than we are light in a lot of ways.
Right now,
So you can put it, you could use it as safety lighting in your house if you wanted to. All right. That's the great thing about it.
Be a real mean way to get the kids when they come home late at night. Set this up, have the spotlight go off just as they're coming up the stairs.
In my case, I have 2 elderly parents, and they have a dark spot on their house that when they come home, they have to walk down this dark pathway to get to the front door. There's no light there, you know, and there's one step that they have to navigate. That one step could be really dangerous if they can't see it.
Sure could.
So this lights it up. It gives you that peace of mind, and it's very simple and easy to install.
And I just need to let you know that we currently have about 500 people on the phone lines, and a lot of people are picking up more than one and your colors, because I did mention we had the 3 colors of the black, the white, and the champagne, but the black is self-explanatory. The white, are we out of the white?
As far as I know.
Oh, you know what? It was not marked on my card. I didn't realize that. There is no white at the moment. Okay. So if there's the black, we don't have the white, but we do have the champagne, which is still a lovely choice if you're looking for a lighter tone that you see right here.
Yeah, and I mean, you can see, you can move them around. As soon as they sense motion, even though you and I are behind this, they're going on. They stay on as long as they see that motion. When the motion stops, it shuts itself down. So that way the batteries last a long, long time. I have the original unit of this.
Really?
It's over 2 years now. I have not replaced the batteries in it yet because it's in a spot where we walk by every now and then, but not all the time. So it only goes on when it sees that motion. They're still working to this day.
That's perfect. I love to hear that. But my big question for you is, how do we mount it?
Well, great question.
Okay.
2 ways. All right, we'll show you on the white one here. This is the backing plate. The batteries will go in and then it will clip onto this.
Okay.
Behind here are 2 screws. All right, so we just mounted the 2 screws in. You get the screws here, the hardware, if you want to do that. The other way that you see on the black one that we have down here, we have this on the actual mounting bracket. So the bracket can go through the side and out the other side here, or it can go through the bottom or the top. So you can mount it from either side,
because
up or down.
Because it comes with that bracket.
Because it comes with it. And this extends out to 6 inches. So I could have a 6-inch post here and still be able to mount this on there. And all I do is tighten it down with the wing nut.
Love it. So incredibly easy to install. 3 easy payments of under $10 a month, and previously over 40,000 ordered. So people have really been enjoying this idea. We've actually got Joyce from Virginia who's on the lines to chat with us today. Joyce, I am very pleased that you called us here on QVC. This is Sean and my name is Sharon. How are you?
I'm doing fine, Sean and Sharon.
Hi.
Great.
How are you guys?
Very good.
Very well, thank you. And are you picking this up for yourself, or is this going to be a gift for someone?
Well, it's going to be a gift for my husband, so it'll be for both of us.
Okay. Have you been
if I
talking?
can get him mounted.
Okay. Has a spotlight, motion censored light in your yard been something that you've been talking about for a while?
Yes, we put one motion sensor up, but it never really worked.
Oh, okay.
So since this runs on batteries, this should work. One question I have,
yes.
Can you mount it flat, or do you have to use the one I'm seeing now, the bracket that you can mount it on a post?
Yeah, you can mount it on the post with the bracket. You can mount it to the post with the screws, however you want, as long as you can put this up against something. So that's what the back of it looks like there. These 2 holes are where the screws go through, so the one here and the one over here. If you use that mounting bracket, you can slide the mounting bracket through. So there's a little hole here that goes into the side, okay? Or you can mount it up and down this way, or you can mount it from underneath or the other side. So you have all these different options on how you use the mounting bracket or the screws that come with it. So
and then the lights are adjustable, Joyce. So when you get this at home, wherever it is, and they're independent of each other. So you can do one up further or one down further. So you should be able to highlight the area that you need lit.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to it, and never knowing what to get him, I'm going to give him some work.
Yeah, that's
you know
good.
What?
I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
I'm really glad that we had something that fit the bill for you this year, Joyce, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday.
And I hope you both have a wonderful holiday.
Well, thank
and
you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, Joyce. Have a good day.
Okay. All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So 3 easy payments of $9.99 a month to bring this home. And you know what, like Joyce was saying, they've been kind of talking about it for a while, but they had already installed something else that was different that wasn't really working as well as they wanted to. And this one, I mean, with 2,000 gone in the show already and 4,000, or pardon me, 40,000 previously gone, what I love is that every time our hand just comes even remotely close to the front, that light is popping back on again.
And the great thing too is you can adjust the sensor too. You can pivot it from side to side. So if you want it to come on more from this direction, you can do that. If you want it to come from this direction, you can do that as well.
Nice.
So it's very simple, very easy to do. And again, you just put your 4 C-cell batteries in here, mount it however you want. If you don't like it in the location, you can take it down and move it. That's the great thing.
That's the best thing.
If you're in a rental property, you can take it with you when you move on to the next place.
Right, and that really to me is the best. There's no calling an electrician. There's no hard wiring. There's nothing with the difficulty. If anything goes wrong with those things, then you're calling the electrician back out again to see what's wrong, because we don't necessarily understand how it works. That's how easy it is to install, and you can put it in places you cannot hardwire, like on a tree branch.
Well, that's it. You normally wouldn't put, as you said, a hardwired light there. You can put it there. You can put it up to a 6-inch branch. You can put it up high, you can put it down low, you can put it on the deck steps. I have 2 dogs. We have one on either side of the shed. As soon as they walk into the yard, 40 feet away, the light goes on so I know where they are. When they go towards the back of the yard, the second one goes on.
Nice.
It's peace of mind for me to know that the dogs are still in the yard. Because once that light's on, I know they're still around in the area. When they come back in, the lights automatically go off.
You know what? And a lot of us live in places that are not very well lit. If you happen to live, you know, in a location that has sidewalks and streetlights everywhere, well, then maybe this isn't necessary for you. But a lot of people live in neighborhoods where it is pitch black at night. And unless you have beautiful uplighting everywhere, you look outside and you see nothing. So how would you even know if someone's out there, or if your dogs have left the yard, or if the kids are coming home late? Like, you may not know what's going on, but with this motion sensor, I think it just gives everybody that extra peace of mind that if even an intruder were to come close, even if you're sleeping yourself, if someone sees that light go on, they don't want to be seen, and they will go somewhere else where there is no light.
That's exactly it. So, I mean, they don't want to be seen. If the person doesn't want to be, and let's face it, there are some unscrupulous people out there. I hate to say it. This is a great way, especially if you put it in that flashing mode, to make it a real safety light.
I love the flashing mode idea because I didn't even think that that existed in the marketplace.
And the great thing is I don't know of any other motion sensor lights out there that will work in the daylight too, to be able to set that, to have the choice to be able to do that.
Motion of any kind.
Yeah, motion of any kind. So
the two colors that we have are the black, and then we also have the champagne that you see mounted right there at the top. And the champagne is going to be really good for, you know, if you want it to blend in and you've got the lighter surroundings, or you've got the white posts like we're showing it on here, or maybe you're putting it, like you said, sort of inside the garage. It could be a safety thing, like you said, with your own parents, where they have this spot where they need to walk up the walkway and there's a dark spot there. And sometimes that first step can be a doozy. Sometimes people have a big first step and you need to see that.
Yeah, you know, my mom doesn't see as well as she used to, so that, you know, pavement blends. She doesn't necessarily know it's there. So it's a great way for them to see it. It makes it stand out. It's easy to mount. We mounted it right to the side of the house. I mean, that's the great thing about it. Again, you get the mounting screws that come with it, so you can permanently mount it like this if you want, or you can go ahead and use the mounting bracket. You can use it indoors, you can use it outdoors. I mean, this doesn't have to be undercover. The rain, the sleet, the snow is not gonna...
How long have you had yours?
I've had it 2 years.
And that was the previous version?
Yeah, 2 years. And I still have the original batteries in it for 2 years later. I mean...
Because it doesn't come on all the time, only when it's necessary.
Only when it's necessary, only when we walk by that certain side of the house that it goes on. But I know it's there, and if anybody, an animal walks by, it goes on.
You can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know if you've got deer or bear or something else like that in
your
backyard, you'll be able to see it.
Exactly.
Depending on where you live. So it requires 4 C batteries. You just supply the batteries and you'll be ready to go. But I like the fact that it uses the C batteries and not the D batteries.
Well, yeah, I mean, because it doesn't have as much weight to it then, so they give you that nice light. They're super bright LEDs. They look like little yellow dots. They're the most advanced LEDs that we have out there. That's what gives you so much light, yet at the same time doesn't use a ton of the batteries up. That's why they last a long time.
And you know what? 40,000 of these have been ordered previously, and they've been popular just today. So it's not a matter of just even doing this. They both move independently of each other this way as well. So you can go up, you can go down, you can twist one. So that way you can get a greater area. If you want to have a big spotlight in one place,
you can do that.
You can direct them there. But if you want to have a greater swath of the light going across, so it's a much larger surface area, you customize the look for yourself.
And a lot of the ones you may see in the home stores don't do that. They're fixed lights. There's 2 of them, but you don't have a choice in what direction they go. Not only that, they use really big bulbs that you see how hot they get when it rains of all the steam coming off them.
That's true.
All right? So they're using a lot of electricity. So think about it.
Yeah, this is a really great gift idea, maybe for someone, if you're really close friends with someone or you have a family member that's been wanting to get into the hardwired lighting idea. This is a much more affordable and much more versatile option because they can take it with them if they move somewhere else. So it's V32635, 4,000 spoken for just today. I would grab those easy pays. Sean Pickford, sir, it was always nice to see you. And we've got so many more gift ideas for kids and ladies and guys and everybody coming up, but Sandra's got one that's really pretty coming up next.
I do love this. This is the gift of that luxury accessory, but also can help protect you from a common form of electronic